Greetings. My name is Kramer Dahl. I am a board-certified music therapist, living and working and thriving in San Francisco, California. As we're exploring light and darkness, I invite us to consider also sound and silence. All of these things are happening within us and are connected. Music, with its inherent rhythms, help us understand the greater cycles of the universe. When you're singing, you sustain a note beautifully for expressive long passages, then you must breathe. When you start each day, you come out of rest enter the world in all of its color and variety. But after the sun sets, we eventually find ourselves winding down to return to sleep. Music is made of this arrangement of rise and fall, the sound and the silence. In fact, the word silence itself can only be understood in reference to sound. We hear silence best when listening to any sound at all, without interpreting or judging the sound, listening fully, openly, without preconceptions or expectations. The sound of music, the sound of the city, the sound of the wind in the forest, all can give us the opportunity to follow the path of sound into the awareness of the sound of silence, the sound behind the sound. Paul Simon of Simon and Garfunkel wrote the song Sound of Silence in the bathroom when he turned off the lights to better concentrate. He said, "The main thing about the guitar, though, was that I was able to sit by myself and play and dream. And I was happy doing that. I used to go off into the bathroom because the bathroom had tiles, so it was a slight echo chamber. I'd turn on the faucet so that the water would run. I like that sound. It's very soothing to me. And I'd play in the dark. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you." So, I invite you to experience this with me right now, the sound of silence. Wow. Our friend, the darkness. Well, my friends, I want to remind us of the simple practice of toning an ancient sound, the sound of the radiance of God, the same vibrational frequency found throughout everything in nature. This is the basic sound of the universe. Om. By chanting Om, we're symbolically and physically acknowledging our connection to nature and all other living beings, because this is the sound of everything. Yoga means yoke or to join, and the ultimate aim of yoga is to join our waking consciousness to its source. So physically, the act of chanting relaxes the body and slows down the nervous system and calms the mind. But on a grander level, chanting Om allows us to connect to the radiance of Source. In Sanskrit, Anahata Nada is the unstruck sound behind the sound. This literally means the sound that is not made by striking two things together. The point of this particular distinction is that all ordinary audible sounds are made by at least two elements: sound and string, drum and stick, two vocal cords, two lips on the mouthpiece of a trumpet, the double reed of an oboe, the wave against the shore, the wind against the leaves. All sounds within our range of hearing are created by things visible or invisible, striking each other, vibrating together, creating pulsing waves of air molecules which our ears and our brains interpret as sound. So, sound that is not made of two things striking together, this is the sound of primal energy, the sound of the universe itself, the unheard atoms and molecules. The ancients say that the audible sound which most resembles this unstruck sound is the syllable Om. Om is made up of 4 parts, 3 which are audible, and 1 which is the silence. We'll start with A. A. Ah, as in father, as in ma, ma. This is the first sound we learn to make. Resonates in the center of the mouth. It's like a prolonged ah that starts at the back of the throat as you stretch it out. You start to feel your solar plexus in your chest vibrating. You, pronounced ooh. The sound gradually rolling forward along your upper palate. You can feel your throat vibrate. Transfer the sound, the sense of vibration, to the back of the mouth. Lastly, we have humming. Feel the top of your mouth vibrate. The lips gently closed, buzzing in your head. This sound represents deep, dreamless sleep, the cosmic night. Interval between the cycles of creation, the womb of the Divine Mother. Finally, the 4th sound is unheard. This is the silence, which begins and ends the audible sound, the silence which surrounds it. Every sound activates a certain dimension of your energy system. In our energy body, there's 108 active energy centers, known as chakras. Chakras, wheels of energy, 108. A system of Nada Yoga uses the 108 sounds in Sanskrit to allow the human system to evolve, to ultimately expand to our possibilities. Currently, we can only hear a small band frequency available to us as sonic sounds. Above this threshold, we have ultrasonic, and below this audible band of frequencies, we have the subsonic range. So both the subsonic and ultrasonic sounds are not available to the human ear unless a human being strives to go beyond limitations of this small band of frequencies. What we refer to music is a more refined arrangement of the sounds that the creation is already making. Everything that we perceive is happening within us. The light and the darkness that we perceive is happening within us. The sound and the silence is happening within us. Joy and misery, agony and ecstasy, every human experience happens only within ourselves, never outside of ourselves, because we are the basis of our experience. Music has never just been a form of entertainment. It's a way of evolving an individual human being into a universal entity. When we activate the human system to evolve to its ultimate possibility by using these 108 sounds of Nidra Yoga, we can involve ourselves to listen fully. Not just pleasantness of body or emotion, it's the method to move out of compulsive cycles of life, to achieve an ultimate process of freedom and liberation, to transcend one's limitations and arrive at an ultimate possibility. So, the use of Om can not only calm our physical bodies and minds, it helps us to evolve. Listening to this classical Indian music or any music that works for you can help the human body to evolve, allows our human body to maintain its health and well-being. Specific music awakens us, not in general, but for some people responsive to vibrations. That higher being within ourselves one would constantly like to be. After all, one always wants to become someone better than one is in the present moment. Otherwise, life would be meaningless. So I want to rise. I want to become someone more developed, capable of doing more every day. Music is a means to that end, a highly personal means. I want to have my music. I want to unfold my intuition, my creative capacity, which transforms itself in action and implementation. Then I suddenly do something unprecedented because the music has freed me. The music is a means suddenly enabling you to fly.